Begin.
Hi, my name is Muriel Kuhl. I took the FXP Fitness Training Hula Hoop Level 1, June 14th, 2015 in Scottsdale.
Speak up.
Let's begin. We'll start with our cardio warm-up, picking apples. We're going to begin with our feet straight forward, our knees are slightly bent, our pelvis is slightly tucked. We're going to step back with our left leg slightly to the left. We're going to pick the hoop up at 9 and 3, and we're going to raise the hoop above our head slightly to the right. We're going to squeeze it now, and we're going to continue that squeeze as we bring it down to our side, tucking the right elbow and extending the left arm out, bringing our foot in for a tap. So as if you're picking apples, reach up to the tree, pick them and put them in the basket. Now you want to make sure you're balanced before you add the movement to it and be soft in the knee that you're standing on. Intensity builder for this one is bringing that leg up, foot to shin, as you bring the hoop down. So we'll try some without the intensity builder and a couple with the intensity builder. All right, let's try that on the other side. So we're going to step back slightly to the right with the right foot, pick up the hoop at 9 and 3, raise it up and slightly to your left. We're going to gently squeeze the hoop, continue that squeeze as we bring that hoop down to our right side, and you're going to tuck that left arm, right arm is extended out to the back, and foot taps in. Continuing that, we'll stretch again, squeeze, and continue that squeeze. And remember, picking apples, putting them in the basket. We'll add the intensity builder, taking the foot to the shin. Keeping the knee soft and getting your balance before you add the movement. All right, that concludes our warm-up for picking apples. Let's go to the glutes block next, and this is dusting the table. So we're going to begin with our feet facing forward. We're going to zip it up, and we're going to take a left knee and bend it slightly. And the right knee, we're going to bend at a 90-degree angle so the shin is parallel to the floor. We're going to tuck our pelvis, hip bone to the rib bone, and we're going to put the hoop vertically in front of us, hands a soft distance away, and fingers resting on top. Now be careful we don't block this knee that we're standing on. All right, we're going to extend the bent right knee back just enough to be directly under the hip. Keeping your tuck, you're going to take that bent knee and press it back a little farther, as far as you can go without losing that tuck, rather, and then bring it back to the starting position. So we press back and we bring it in. Press back and in. Now, if we would like an intensity builder here, we can go ahead and flex that foot as we take it back and in. Be careful that the torso stays long to avoid any lumbar extension. Pushing out and in. So you're basically dusting the table with your shin. All right, let's give that a shot on the other side. So we're going to bend that right knee gently. We're going to take that left knee and bend it up. And it's going to be 90 degrees parallel, shin to the floor. Again, we take sure that pelvis is tucked, and we'll go ahead and take that bent knee directly back underneath the hip. And then we press back as far as you can go, keeping the tuck and bringing it in. And back and in. And then we're going to add the intensity builder, which is the flexed foot. And boy, feel those glutes burn. Woo! All right, that concludes our glute block to dust the table. All right, next let's go to the cardio block, and that is our lunge. So we'll begin with our feet straight ahead, and our knees are slightly bent, and our pelvis is slightly tucked. We're going to have the hoop vertically in front of us, hands are resting softly on it, and we'll take our right hand and place that to the right hip. I'm going to scoot over here just a little bit. Remember, you always want your hoop on the mat or a grip surface. All right, so we're going to take the leg closest to the hoop, and we're going to step back into lunge. And remember, we always go back when we step into that lunge. We press into that right heel and make sure that knee does not go past the ankle. And then we're going to stand up, tap the foot, and bring it in. So again, we lunge back and tap and bring it in. Now the intensity builder here, the arm that's not on the hoop, can press forward when the foot extends back. So we'll punch out and bring it in. We can also have the hoop roll forward and bring it in. Forward and bring it in. All right, let's try that on the other other side. So we're going to come over here. Hoop's going to be at our side. Again, we begin with the knees slightly bent, pelvis slightly tucked, resting that hand on that hoop. Other hand on your hip. We're going to step back into the lunge position, remembering, again, we always step back. We're going to press into that heel. We're going to make sure that knee does not go over the ankle, and we're going to tap forward. So press back and tap forward. Back and forward. All right, from here, we're going to add that intensity booster. Arm that's not on the hoop punches forward and in, and remember, we can also roll the hoop forward and back as well. All right, and that concludes our cardio block lunge backs. All right, let's go next to those arms. We'll do zip it up. So this one we're going to begin with our feet in ballet first position. We're going to bend the knees, pelvis is slightly tucked. We're going to pick up the hoop at 9 and 3, and we're going to make our fingers long. So we're going to extend them up as opposed to grasping there. Our abs are in and up. We're going to raise the hoop horizontal above your shoulders. So right about there. And then we're going to take those shoulders, roll them down away from our ears. We're going to squeeze the hoop as we raise it above our head into a nice Y. And then we're going to pull down, elbows to waist. And again, extending up, shoulders are down, and squeezing as we pull down to the waist. Be careful we do not lock those knees, and those abs are in and up. All right, our intensity builder here can be full range and a smaller range. Full range and a smaller range. Full range, small range, or little pulses right through here. Ups and downs. Again, squeezing the hoop. Stretch up and that concludes our zip it up. All right, let's go to exercise of choice, and that's going to be wide second plie. So we're going to step out wide. We're going to stack those shoulders over the hips. Our torso is in the middle, and we're going to, excuse me, put our hands on our hoop, which is vertically in front of you. Fingers are soft on top of that. All right, we're going to take a nice gentle bend, contracting those abs, making sure our knees do not go out past our ankles, and extend back to tall position. So we're going to take a little plie and bring it back in. So we're squeezing, tightening those abs, and we're making sure those knees don't go past the ankles. And now for our intensity booster, we can do full range and small range. Full range, small range. Full, small, little pulses right there. Squeezing. And let's stretch it up. All right, that concludes our wide second plie. Now we're to the stretch already. So let's go ahead and do the warrior stretch. So we're going to take our feet wide. Our left toes are going to turn towards the left, and the right toes are going to turn towards the right. We're going to turn our torso to the left. We're going to pick up that hoop, and we're going to take our right arm, rest it right into the right hip. Left arm is going to come up and reach all the way to the 12 o'clock position. Now, it's important here that we lengthen the back, extending the entire torso towards the ceiling. So I'm going to turn just a little bit more here. All right. And then if we would like intensity booster, we can add that lunge. Again, making sure that knee does not go past the ankle. If we want a little more intensity booster, we can separate and go a little bit deeper into that lunge. All right, let's try that on the other side. So we'll turn those right toes slightly to the right, left toes to the left, taking that torso right. We're going to pick up that hoop and bring it up, and we're going to take that left hand and tuck it right into that left hip. Right arm goes up to the 12 o'clock position. All right, once again, being careful that we lengthen the back, extending the entire torso to the ceiling. And if we want that intensity booster, we take that lunge, being careful that the knee does not go past the ankle. Beautiful stretch. And you can look up a little. All right. And that concludes the demonstration for the hula hoop. Thanks. Goodbye.